Pennzoil 400 presented by Jiffy Lube. Race recap. This race was 267 laps, 400.5 miles, stage lengths 80, 85, and 102. The teams were given 9 sets of tires, and the cars could last between 62 and 68 laps on fuel. Let's get into the race. Christopher Bell on the inside, Denny Hamlin on the outside, and we're green at Vegas. Christopher Bell out to the immediate lead on the bottom lane, and he will lead through turn 2 and down the back stretch for lap 1. Later on in lap 1 on turn 4, Shane Van Gisbergen, I guess, missed the memo and thought we were across the street at the dirt track and decided to get sideways. You see here on the bottom, he made contact with the 42 of John Hunter Nemechek, got really sideways and somehow kept that car off the wall and saved it. Great save here out of SVG. Fast forward to lap 2 now. Denny Hamlin has caught up to race leader Christopher Bell and is pressuring him for the lead. Denny Hamlin on the bottom, Christopher Bell up top. Joe Gibbs Racing teammates battle for the top spot. They would battle for about a lap and a half here before Denny Hamlin would clear Christopher Bell going into turn number 3. Denny Hamlin, your new leader. Fast forward here to lap 68. Now it seems as though the last couple of laps, Denny Hamlin has been struggling with the handling of that number 11 Yahoo Toyota. He has been getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and the car is not able to roll the bottom. This has allowed Christopher Bell to close in on your leader.
Here comes Denny Hamlin back to the point.
And that's just the difference in how those lap cars got timed out right there. But think how many times we've seen these two teams stay out longer to be able to have that tire advantage, give up 3 or 4 spots, and then make it back up on the long run.
That's hard to be able to navigate.
After a brief battle here now, Christopher Bell looks underneath Hamlin to make the move for the lead. Side by side down the backstretch, trying to split their way through lap traffic. You see Kyle Busch there just went a lap down. Next up in the lapping list is the 42 of John Hunter Nemechek and the 35 of Riley Herbst. They continued to have this spirited battle here in the late stages of stage number 1.
None of them don't want to be a lap down, and if you are, you want to be that lucky dog. So Kyle Busch is hoping right now that these leaders stay side by side and he doesn't have to be a lap down when this all ends.
Did you see that 20 car hunting that white line? I mean, hugging it all the way around the corner. That's asking a lot out of these cars. That car is fast.
But there's a lot of grip down there, Clint. If you can just rub that.
Bell at the bottom now going to slide up and take the official lead. Christopher Bell would lead the remainder of Stage 1, picking up the Stage 1 victory and getting 10 points. Kyle Larson would come in second, 9 points. Denny Hamlin would come in fade late. Again, still struggling with the handling of that race car. He got 8 points. Ty Gibbs would come in 4th, would get 7 points. Bubba Wallace, 5th, 6 points. William Byron, 6th. Ryan Preece, 7th. Chase Elliott, 8th. Ryan Blaney, 9th. And Tyler Reddick rounding out the top 10 for Stage 1. Trouble for 2 of the 4 Joe Gibbs Racing cars, the 11 of Denny Hamlin and the 54 of Ty Gibbs. Too fast entering pit road. That will force them to the tail end of the line.
Here is Denny's reaction to the news.
Christopher Bell on the bottom, Kyle Larson up top to begin stage number 2 here on lap 89. Side by side, entering turn 1 for the lead.
Racetrack trying to block Bubba Wallace to keep from getting on his right rear quarter panel and keeps himself right beside Christopher Bell down the back straightaway.
Whole lot of 3 wide entering turn 3.
These two are going to race hard for this clean air track position for the lead.
Still side by side off of 3 here. Larson with the crossover move. Bell goes to the bottom to try to block it. Larson now going to side draft. Pull even. Even. Bell's got a slight lead now. Larson trying to get to that left rear quarter panel, and he does successfully. Kyle Larson executed the side drift beautifully there to take over the lead. Now Bell with a run up top, going to break even side by side again. What a battle we have for the lead here in stage 2. Now Elliott looking to join the party here on the bottom. Going to squeeze Kyle Larson in the middle of 3 wide there. 3 wide now for the top spot. Elliott on the bottom, Larson in the middle, Christopher Bell up top. What a battle this has been here in the early segment of stage 2. And here comes Byron. Byron going to push Larson out in front. Kyle Larson, your leader, as we have 3 wide for second. Fast forward to lap 160. Larson gets loose. Byron looking to take advantage on the bottom. Going to get around Larson. Kyle Larson got loose, almost up in the Kyle bush. Byron turned his car down to the bottom and just made it 3 wide for the lead. New leader, William Byron, late in stage 2. William Byron would lead the remainder of stage 2, picking up 10 stage points. His teammate, Kyle Larson, would come in second, receiving 9 points. Christopher Bell would come in third and receive 8 points. Bubba Wallace would receive 7 points, coming in fourth. Denny Hamlin would come in fifth, rebounding from that stage 1 speeding penalty. Tyler Reddick would come in sixth. Chris Buescher would come in seventh. Ryan Preece would come in eighth. Chase Elliott would come in ninth, and rounding out the top 10 in stage 2 would be Austin Cindric. When you total up everybody's stage points on the day, Kyle Larson and Christopher Bell both received 18 points. William Byron received 15 points. Denny Hamlin received 14 points. Bubba Wallace received 13 points. Ryan Preece received 7 points. Ty Gibbs received 7 points. Tyler Reddick received 6 points. Chase Elliott received 5 points. Chris Buescher received 4 points. Ryan Blaney received 2 points. And Austin Cindric received a single point. Stage racing now in the books. Let's go to the run for the checkered. Kyle Larson on the bottom. William Byron up top as we begin stage number 3 here on lap 174. Side by side into 1. Larson with a slight advantage as we exit 2. Byron looking to pull even down the back. Christopher Bell putting it 3 wide. Meanwhile, Byron shoots out of a cannon on the top lane. William Byron takes the lead.
Big run off the corner up top.
Not the restart Kyle Busch wanted at all. Surprising. Bell
Kyle Larson.
Larson. Bell surprised him getting into turn 3 there.
We are back from commercial, and we have a new race leader, and it is the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin able to retake the race lead here. Let's take a look at it under replay. We see here he's on the bottom of the racetrack, William Byron in the middle, and he just takes the spot, able to wrap the bottom. Pit stops underway on the bottom of your screen. The 12 of Ryan Blaney on pit road. Meanwhile, we got a battle for the lead. William Byron has caught the 11 of Denny Hamlin down the backstretch and is all over the rear bumper. Byron to the bottom using the lap car. Michael McDowell as a pick. William Byron will slide into the lead. Oh, we got a car spun around on the front stretch. It's the 88 of Connor Zilic. Something happened there as he spun off of turn 4, and the caution is out for the first time today. Here on lap 211. Let's take a look under replay. The 88 of Zilic. Looks like he runs right into the back of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. slowed up to try to come to pit road, and Zilic did not see it. And he ran right into the back of him, causing the 88 to spin out. There you see some of the front nose damage on the 88. We will look and have the in-car camera loaded up here momentarily. But trouble for the 88 of Connor Zilic. Here's the onboard camera. Let's take a look here. So Zilic goes to the bottom of the racetrack. Yep, that is exactly what happened. He did not know that 47 Stenhouse was slowing down and ran right in the back of him. That wreck, Connor Zilic would have this to say after being asked what happened post-race. Trouble for
I don't know what happened with Ricky. He was pitting, and I didn't see him wave us off or anything. So just kind of caught me by surprise when he checked up in the middle of the corner, and that kind of ended our day from there.
Anything you could have done differently in this situation, or just happened fast?
I mean, I don't know if I could have reacted a little quicker or what, but it just caught me off guard.
Christopher Bell on the bottom, Denny Hamlin up top here on lap 217. We got 50 laps to go in the race. Side by side, the Joe Gibbs Racing teammates lead us into turn number 1 and now exiting 2 and down the back. Denny Hamlin has a nose entering 3, but here comes Bell back on the bottom. Both Joe Gibbs Racing drivers have been strong today. Side by side as we come to 49 to go. Bell on the bottom, Denny Hamlin surging on that high line, trying to get a run off the top, and he does. Denny Hamlin to the lead. Denny Hamlin would hold off a late charging Chase Elliott. He would pick up his 61st career Cup Series win, his 11th career win at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and this win would put him 10th on the all-times win list. Here is what he had to say in his post-race interview.
And Denny Hamlin taking it all in. A lot of fans here in Las Vegas. First question, though, Denny. What you were able to accomplish today. You had the speeding penalty, 31st to first, and no time at all. And then you were able to hold off Chase Elliott hard charging on the longest run we had of the day. How did you overcome and get back to victory lane today?
Being part of Joe Gibbs Racing and Toyota, that definitely helps the situation. But over the last few races here, just had a dominant car, and makes me look good when I can drive cars like this. But I got to thank the whole team, and they're the ones that made all this happen. And
there's the girls.
I know.
Denny's family all here, and Denny, Mike just mentioned it, what you've been through personally with your family in this off season. That coming into Daytona, you said you weren't even sure that you were ready to get back behind the wheel. What did it take for you to get back behind the wheel and back here with your family winning?
I mean, I knew it took a few weeks to feel like driving, and over the last couple of weeks, I've definitely, regained my love of it, and got refocused, and these are great opportunities for us, and this is.
Tell Mom to come on in, Jordan, baby boy.
Yeah, I mean, this is a family sport, and my family obviously had so much sacrifice to help me get here, and now to have our own generations of Hamlins following me, and it's great that Mom gets to see this. I know Dad's still saying that's my boy. Hell of a day.
Denny, it's a big moment, too, in the record books. You become the 10th winningest driver ever in this sport, surpassing our own Kevin Harvick. What do those records mean to you?
My name stands out, amongst those are legends of the sport, and I feel very fortunate to be on the list. But those guys were far more talented than I have ever thought about being. I just work really hard. I still, to this day, work really hard at my craft to try to continue to get better. And days like today certainly make me feel happy about where I'm at in the sport still, and what I can still do.
It's a family affair, no doubt, for Denny Hamlin, who wins at Las Vegas.
Chase Elliott would finish second in his Hendrick Chevy. Here's what he had to say in his interview.
It did seem like some of your teammates were fighting loose. Was that the case for you guys, or were you just able to kind of just fight through it the whole day?
Yeah, we had our issues too, but I thought we got our car much better there by the end of the race. So we just got to keep chipping away at it. Hopefully, like I said, have some more runs like that. We'll have plenty of opportunities. So it's just about taking today and build.
Chase, what did you find at the end where you were able to just cut into Denny's lap time there, and just come up further and run out of laps?
Yeah, he was getting really tight, and I was able to paint the line off of 4 a little better than he was. Saw that in the last run, and kind of felt like that was going to be the case again, and it was. I just never got close enough to make a big move, maybe up the track or something. But I wish I'd been a little tighter. Those closing laps, really fine line to paint that white line over there, or whatever color it is. I think it's white, yellow, something. But so bummed, obviously, but man, from where we've been running to how we ran today is a pretty large difference.
It's the first time that the new Chevy body has been put to the test on a true mile and a half, minus of course Atlanta. How promising is it to have your teammates leading laps and then you guys finishing second?
Yeah, again, like I said, I thought it was a good start to it, but it's one day and we got 30-something weeks to go. So
William Byron would round out the top 3 in his Hendrick Chevy. Here's what he had to say.
For a while there, it was going to be a battle between you and your teammate, but Denny got away. What happened on that last run? Because you were so strong on the long runs.
Yeah, we I thought we were in a pretty good restart lane and everything went well, and I just got super loose into 3, just kind of got in a bad spot. So hate that because I felt like it kind of hurt my tires or heated them up, and it was hard to make ground up after that. So, but yeah, this is a good run for us. The Raptor Chevrolet team was really good today, and just kind of I just feel like this is more what we're accustomed to. So just really proud to see that effort and everyone back at the shop working hard on like you said, the new body and everything, and just kind of getting everything dialed in. So hopefully we can put more runs together like this and just keep stringing them up.
Pole sitter Christopher Bell in his number Joe Gibbs Racing 20 finished 4th. Here's what he had to say.
Well, Josh, it was a great day for Christopher Bell. Started on the pole, of course, had that great lap yesterday. Finished 4th. You were in the top 5 pretty much the entire race. What more did you need maybe there just to get up there and battle for the win?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't really know. Other than myself driving, I just needed to be able to win the restarts and control the race, and I just didn't execute behind the wheel. I thought our Interstate Batteries Camry was, plenty good at times to go out there, lead, and control the race. Obviously, stage 1 was really good. I lost the start again at the beginning of the race to Denny, and then I was able to run him down the end of that long run and win the stage. And then, we're at our worst at the end, which was a bummer. But overall, to get out of here with 2 solid stages and a good finish is, it's a good day. And let me tell you, it feels a lot better this year than it would have with the previous system.
And rounding out the top 5, the 54 of Ty Gibbs in 5th.
We talked to you before the race and about the confidence this 54 team has. It showed up again today on track, and resilience having to overcome a speeding penalty.
Yeah, unfortunately, I sped, and Denny sped, but I just wasn't as fast as Denny was to get through the field. But, happy for the 11 bunch. Congratulations to Denny and Chris and JGR as a whole. We had a great day for all 4 of us, and we had a great day for the 54 too. So thank you to Monster Energy, thank you to Toyota, Oakley, Alpine Stars, and everybody. That's not my deal. Had a fun time today racing. Thank you to everybody there. So had a great time. Just unfortunately, I sped and just stubbed myself there, and unfortunate. But we fought back. Pit stops were really great. Thank you to my whole crew and everybody there. And, I had such a fun time racing today. These races are so much fun. So come back next week and go hammer down.
You bounced back from that penalty to come back to the top 5 finish.
Just drove the hell out of it.
3 top 5 finishes, first time in your career you've done that. What do you got to say about that?
Keep going. Wish it was a win, but very thankful to be in the position I'm in. Very thankful to be with the team I have, and God's blessed me a lot with the team I have, and just keep going and keep getting better. Really happy with it.
Here we are on the cool down lap. We got some extracurriculars between Ross Chastain and his former teammate Daniel Suarez. Ross Chastain, as you could see there, was banging into Suarez. Here it is on the onboard. So he turned right and banged into Suarez multiple times, which led to this post-race discussion. Of course, we don't, unfortunately, have audio, but we do have an agitated Ross talking to Daniel Suarez, and then Suarez puts his hand on Ross, and Ross shoves him back. So a little bit of pushing and shoving and tempers flaring. This will be something to keep an eye on for the rest of the season. Full field run down here. Denny Hamlin gets the win. Chase Elliott second. William Byron third. Christopher Bell fourth. Ty Gibbs fifth. Chris Buescher sixth. Kyle Larson seventh. Chase Briscoe eighth. Bubba Wallace ninth. Brad Keselowski 10th. Ryan Preece 11th. Austin Dillon 12th. Tyler Reddick 13th. Zane Smith 14th. Joey Logano 15th. Ryan Blaney 16th. Ross Chastain 17th. 18th to Daniel Suarez, 19th to Austin Cindric, 20th to Eric Jones, 21st to John Hunter Nemechek, 22nd to Carson Hocevar, 23rd to Riley Herbst, 24th to AJ Allmendinger, 25th to Justin Allgaier in his substitution of Alex Bowman, 26th, to Michael McDowell, 27th to Cole Custer, 28th to Kyle Busch, 29th to Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 30th to Noah Gragson, 31st to Josh Berry, 32nd to Connor Zilisch, 33rd to Ty Dillon, 34th to Todd Gilliland, 35th to Cody Ware, and rounding out the field in 36th is Shane Van Gisbergen. The fastest lap bonus goes to Denny Hamlin. He set the fastest lap on lap 2 with a time of 29.454. The race took 2 hours and 41 minutes to complete with an average speed of 148.992 miles per hour. There were 3 cautions for 20 laps, 21 lead changes amongst 9 different drivers. Don't know why it took Fox this long to finally show the points, but here we are. Like 4, 5 races into the season, and they're finally showing the points, and no surprise, Tyler Reddick has a major points lead, a 61-point lead over his teammate Bubba Wallace. Ryan Blaney is in 3rd, Denny Hamlin 4th, Chase Elliott 5th, Christopher Bell 6th, Kyle Larson 7th, William Byron 8th, Chris Buescher 9th, and rounding out the top 10, Ty Gibbs. Remember, the top 16 will advance to the chase. Page 2 of points looks like this. Joey Logano in 11th, Brad Keselowski in 12th, Ryan Preece 13th, Michael McDowell 14th, Carson Hocevar 15th, and rounding out the 16 chase drivers currently after Las Vegas is Shane Van Gisbergen. First 4 out are Daniel Suarez, AJ Allmendinger, Zane Smith, and Ross Chastain.